So part of having a truly joyful business is intentionally working from what I call your soul's divine purpose. Your soul's divine purpose. That is knowing that's what gives your business meaning, right? We talk about having a business full of meaning. Well, that's where your purpose comes in. And when you want to make a difference, it's because you're living in your purpose. You're creating, you're working from your purpose. And, working from your purpose, well, it also just feels good. So that's what we're going to talk. And who doesn't want to feel good, right? Who doesn't want to feel good? When you feel good in your business, you do good. That's what I always say. So we're going to talk more about this today. So hello and welcome. I'm Laura West, host of Joyful Business TV. I'm so glad you are here for this week's episode. I am a success and mindset coach over at the Center for Joyful Business at joyfulbusiness.com. And for over 20 years, I have been working with successful coaches, healers, creatives, conscious business owners, probably much like you, who want to live and be in business. They want to follow their soul's divine purpose. They want to create meaning. They want to have a positive impact in the world. They want to make a difference. And yes, you know what? They want to make great money while they're doing it. So today we're going to talk about that part around your soul's divine purpose. So what if you wrapped your business around your soul's divine purpose? Could sound kind of lofty, like, wow, that's a really big deal. I don't know what my soul's divine purpose is. Well, I can help you with that right here on today's call, because we all have certain things in common around our purpose. And I would say that your own unique soul's divine purpose, there's lots of clues that are right in front of you. So we're going to talk about a little bit about this today. This is the work that I do with my private clients in really helping bring out more of their soul work, which is filled and driven by their soul's divine purpose. So your soul's divine purpose, it's not something you go out and find. I think so often we think we've got to figure out our purpose, and it's something that is, sometimes it feels like it's out there, like somebody's going to maybe ordain us with our purpose, like, here you go, you're crowned, you are the queen of, whatever your purpose is, right? It's not really like that. It's really more of an inner discovery, more of a excavation, more of a reclamation where it's already in here. It's already in you. You were put down here on this earth, I believe, with your, with your soul's divine purpose already inside you. So it's really about, let's just uncover it, get the stuff out of the way so that you can start bringing your purpose more into your life, more into your business. Okay. First of all, I want to say that there are 5 components to discovering and really understanding your soul's divine purpose. And when you're in purpose, when you are living and working from purpose, this is where everything, I just want to go back to that why, right? Why do we want to do this work? Why the work of finding your purpose? You're not even finding it, you're connecting to it, right? You're finding it inside. It's because everything does become more magical. It becomes more richer. It's almost like in The Wizard of Oz, when you go from the black and white Kansas to the color of Oz, right? The beautiful full color, right? That's what it's like when you're on purpose. All right, so there's 5 different components we're going to look at real quick around your soul's divine purpose. All right, the first one is what I call your joy activators. Joy and purpose are, they are just very linked together, because when you are on purpose, when you're in your purpose, doing work, living life through your purpose, it brings you joy. When you're in your joy, chances are you are right there connecting, touching, being in your purpose. So we want to look, the first place we want to look at is at your joy activators. Like, what are the things that bring you joy? So everybody is moved to joy in different ways. I have several clients actually who just Dogs are their absolute joy activators. They just get so excited. They start talking in that little baby voice like you would to a baby. Some people have baby joy, right? Dogs are like all things dogs, right? Or cats or babies, or maybe it's nature. When I look at flowers, plants, trees, or just walking through nature, being by the ocean, those are things to me that open my heart wide, right? Those are things that just feel like they, like that deep, deep pleasure, that deep, deep sense of, it's like a spiritual connection, right? And a lot of people feel that in different ways. Some people feel like that when they sing, when they play the guitar. Maybe you feel like that when you move paint around the paper. That's how I do. When I'm gluing, using my markers, getting paint on my fingers, I like the messier, the better, the more texture, the better. Oh, that's like just total joy for me. You might like to do it different. You might like to rubber stamp and paint in cards where it's not as messy, right? Maybe you love to dance. You want to move your body in some way, right? When you are in your joy, here's the thing about the joy activators. You're activating your joy, but your joy activates more things, right? You release more good vibes inside your body and out. So you become inside your body. It's like your chemicals actually change. So you release more oxytocin, you release more serotonin, natural, right? These are just natural ways, right? You literally feel better, right? It helps lower those all that extra cortisol, that adrenaline that gives you the amped up feeling. And because that's not what we're talking about with real joy. Real joy is this deep, huge satisfaction and pleasure, right? And that's what those chemicals help you do. So when you're in that joy, it's like an easy feel good energy. It's an easy way to tap into that vibrant energy that I think so many of us are craving these days. And when you tap into that, you also release that, right? So you are showing up more in your joy, and that is attractive. It's like an attractor factor to other people. People love to be around people who are positive, who are happier, who are creative, who have these ideas that are flowing. So look for the clues in your joy. What brings you joy? I'm sure that is how part of your purpose is showing up. You're meant to be part of this. So yes, even if it means your love of dogs, right? And you don't really understand, you can trust that when you are around, let's just use that as an example. I'm thinking of one of my clients in particular. She can be very direct and have a very just quick mind and things like that. When she starts talking about dogs and the wisdom of dogs, it's like all of a sudden she gets kind of the edges melt, right? She becomes more creative. She becomes more connecting. There is magic that happens when she talks about dogs and is around dogs and things like that. So there's so much more that is available when you follow your joy that is totally in alignment with your purpose. All right. The second component of your purpose, these are things that we all share, right? The joy, following your joy activators are going to lead you to your purpose. Looking at your beautiful brilliance, everybody has a unique treasure box inside of your beautiful brilliance. And your beautiful brilliance is combining your talents, which you're just naturally good at, your expertise, things that you might have learned over the years, your strengths, your gifts from challenges that you've gone through in your life. I've gone through 2 divorces. I've gone through major, what I call financial devastation. I know what that feels like. I know what it's like. I know how to move through that, some of the gifts from the challenges, your passions, your fascinations. We're going to talk about those in another minute. Even your personality traits or your quirks, your weirdness, right? What makes you unique and different? I'm obsessed with that we can make a difference in this world and that it matters and that we show up and do something with our life that is more than just Netflix binging, and how many, and I love my Netflix and I love finding great series, right? But it's also, there's more for me, I'm really passionate about how we can make a difference in the world. and helping other people find that in themselves. So your soul's divine purpose is when you own this, right? You own your unique, beautiful brilliance, and that combination, again, it's kind of like opening a treasure box and there's all these unique jewels inside, and each of us were given a different kind of treasure box. All right, number 3 component that we all share when you're looking at your soul's divine purpose is creativity. And how do you creatively express these gifts, right? The world is naturally expansive, creative. I mean, when you just think about how we grow from, flowers grow from a seed, right? They grow from an acorn, right? We're just naturally meant to, the mighty oak is going to be blossomed from that acorn, right? And it's just a natural sense of expansion, abundance, flowing very naturally, right? So that to me is the creative process. And that's what we are innately, that's what we're doing in our lives, right? We're constantly evolving, we're constantly expanding, we're constantly growing. Even if you feel like you're not growing, the growth will, you'll start decomposing, right? We don't want to go down that path, but that's why it's so important to have a growth mindset, right? So all of the things, and everybody has a unique way of expressing that creativity. For some people, it's you express the creativity by connecting with people, communication, making people laugh, making people think, right? Maybe you're hugely empathic. Maybe you're just an incredible listener. Maybe you create, I have a friend and a former client who does all this travel, and she creates these travel experiences for people. I have a couple of friends who do that, right? So your creativity is a way that your purpose is expressing itself. The 4th component of your purpose is a commitment to your unique definition of success, right? We actually are all here on this planet with the idea of having a successful life, whatever that looks like for you, living a life that is well led by doing your best to be of service to others, by being in your joy, by continuously owning your gifts, by creatively sharing your gifts, all right? That commitment to success. We all have some version of that in our purpose. Otherwise, there wouldn't be purpose, right? Your purpose is to go out and share those gifts. All right. And then the 5th component of your soul's divine purpose, those first 4, we all share together. The 5th one is that there are very specific ways that our soul's divine purpose shows up, where it comes through us. And it's really around your life passions, right? Things that are unique to you. And they might show up. I have a whole list that I look for with my clients, and we look in these different areas. But some of the areas of your life passions might be, maybe you're passionate about love, bringing more love to the world and in relationships. You might be passionate about having really effective, loving relationships. Maybe it's about finance, right? You are just passionate about helping people with their money, grow their money, finding more wealth and abundance. Maybe you're passionate about this dance of the masculine, feminine energies and power, and how do you find your own unique power and your own unique blend of that dance, right? Maybe you're passionate about creative expression, helping others, helping yourself find, open up to your creative expression, and helping others find their creativity, finding their voice and the unique way that their creativity comes out in the world. You might be passionate about families and children. I know my sister, she just has this love of kids, and I just see that she flourishes. She just comes alive naturally when she is around, these little, especially the little kids, she just comes alive very naturally. And this is unique and different for everybody. Some people have those genes, some people have those passions, I should say, because they're in your genes. Those passions are in your cells. And they get activated, right? The more that you feed them, the more they get activated, the more you come alive, right? The more you come alive, the more magnetic you are, the more you enjoy life, the more generous you are, the more you're in abundance, the more you start attracting opportunities, synchronicities, magic, and miracles to you. So living from your soul's divine purpose is when you start attracting the magic, the miracles. Joy is a huge part of this. And you can do this in your business, bringing your purpose into your business. All right, so I gave you like this really big overview of this. If you want more clarity around your own unique soul's divine purpose, that's something that I do for my clients. I do that in private coaching packages where you're bringing that into your business in a big way. But I also do that with individual packages. So you can do smaller one-off or three-part packages around discovering your really excavating, right? We were talking about discovering your soul's divine purpose, shifting the beliefs, the resistance to actually being in your purpose, and then activating your purpose so that it can show up more fully in your life. So if you're curious about that, you can contact me at laura@joyfulbusiness.com. This is something that I'm doing some special strategy sessions over this summer and love to work with you to help you do that. So everything will start changing when you start discovering, healing, and activating your soul's divine purpose. All right, so we're going to wrap up for today. Thank you so much for being here today, listening to today's episode. And if you want to know more about Joyful Business, go on over to joyfulbusiness.com and really, tap into that energy that's there, that creative energy that will help activate your joy just from going to the website, just by going to joyfulbusiness.com. Everybody tells me how much they love the experience, like the experience pops off the page. So you'll get inspired just from doing that. And then go ahead and get on my list. There's some free gifts there about activating your abundance. And I think you'll really love those. All right, until next time, take care. Thank you for watching this episode of Joyful Business TV. I want to invite you to get more creative strategies and support for growing your business. You can start right now by activating your abundance mindset with a really powerful creative visualization that will help you get into the universal abundance current, one of my favorite things to do. And you'll also get a companion 7-day journal that will help you create a daily habit of co-creating with the universe. These are two powerful resources that you can get started right now to help grow your business and activate that abundant mindset. You just go over to activateabundancegift.com.